My interpretation of the newest Chainsaw Man chapter is that it's not as bad as people think it is, because people are taking this out of context. They aren't actually reading the story week to week, and they don't know what's actually happening. So let me break down the scene and the events leading up to it to show you how it's not as bad as you think it is. So last chapter, Denji breaks down and he says he's always thinking with his... He says it's his fault and it ruins every single thing around him. Then at the end of the chapter, Yoru says, "Then I'll cut it off for you, come with me." So when we read this newest chapter, we see him in this alley with her. So we all assume that, hey, he wants to get his stuff cut off because he went with her. She gave him the offer and he took it. People said that she did stuff to him, but this is strictly all to cut off his stuff. Her thought process is that Denji just doesn't want his stuff anymore, so she'll cut it off. But now right here, Denji is changing his mind. He says, never mind. But she does not listen to Denji and she grabs him. Now this is wrong of her completely, but she is just a devil. All Yoru is doing is acting off of her devil instincts. Doesn't make what she's doing is right, it's just that is who she is. She had no ulterior motive for Denji. All she was trying to do was get the real Chainsaw Man out, and she thought she was helping out Denji by cutting off his stuff. But when she sees this vision, it's the true feelings of Asa coming out, and Yoru, the devil, starts feeling human emotions. She is feeling human emotions, and her and Denji are in this weird place together. At this point, I feel like they were both heating up, like they were both super close to each other. They were in weird positions that they've never been in before. Things just heated up, and that leads to them. They ended up kissing, and I think why that happened is because they were both just caught up in the moment, and things got hot between the both of them, and they kissed. It was never Yoru's intention from the beginning to do anything to Denji like this. She was only trying to help him out. Since they got caught up in that position and things started heating up, that is why they kissed. People are saying Denji didn't like it, but he did like it. He clearly did. He didn't go into this alleyway thinking an encounter would happen. He thought she was actually going to cut off his stuff. He didn't expect anything to heat up, but when it happened, he just went with it, and he enjoyed it clearly. You know what happens on the last page, I won't show it, but that's what happened. So I don't think anything bad happened like people are making it out to be. Her goal was just to help out Denji, but then it escalated to that point because there are two human beings, one's part devil, but there were two human beings together in that small space, and things got to that position. Natural emotions took over and they did what they did. I don't see how she did anything and forced him to do anything. Yeah, she's wrong for putting her hands on him. Yeah, that's a given fact, but she's a devil. She didn't really think what she did was bad. She actually thought she was helping him, and he was kind of backing out of it like, no, I don't want to do this. But she's like, bro, you were just crying about it. I'm gonna try and help you out right now. My interpretation is that they both had a good time, things just escalated, and they got to this point. I don't know what else to tell y'all. This is how I read it, and y'all can see my last video. The people that are pressed about this, like, bro, Chainsaw Man has always had this. I don't understand why you guys are tripping over this, but let me know how y'all feel.